Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach how to make the search part using Spring Boot application. Let I show the demo first. So here, if I enter the relevant employee ID, the relevant employee name should be displayed under the text field. So let me see. If I enter the relevant employee ID, click search button here, relevant employee name should be displayed. Here, this is the, now I am going to type this employee name. So 3. This is the belongs to 3, this employee number. Click search button. You can get the name of the employee, okay, below the text box. It's a Peter, right? If it is 2, let me enter as 2. Here the name should be displayed as Kishan, right? Very simple. How to do this using Spring Boot application, we'll see. Okay. So first what I am going to do is I'm going to go to the Google, type Spring Initializer. We have to start from the stretch. So go to here. Here you have to keep as it is. Okay. So here I'm going to artifact. I'm going to change it as search employee, like that. There is a problem. Project name I'm going to create, right? So here you can, what is the version you are installing in Java? I have installed it Java 8. Okay. Here you can see here, go to the run cmd, you type here Java version. Here you will be easily see the version 8. So you can choose 8. Here you have to add the relevant dependencies. First I am going to add the web. First is the dependencies. Again I am going to add JPA. Or the MySQL. After that I am going to add as Java web tbrief. This is interact to the HTML forms, right? Okay, that's all the dependency I added. Now we have to click generate. Right. Now your project is ready here. Now I am going to import it into this project. I am going to import it into my Eclipse. So what I am going to do is here, go to file. I already opened the Eclipse. So go to the file. Here we have to open project this one, file system this one, right? Import, file import. So here go to the general folder. Here you have to select as project this one. Click next. It asks to import the stuff, so here click on this one, downloadable. You have to search today date. So this one, our project is, which name is which, search, this one, search employee. Open it. Right, now I need Maven. Uncheck it, select Maven, finish. You have to wait until the project is created. Here this all the stuff you have to create. Okay, it is configuring the project into your Eclipse ID. You have to wait until the process completed. Here it will be completed right now. Okay, the percentage, right? So your project is this employee search. Yes, the subject. This one. This is your project, right? You are configuring it successfully. Here you will be able to see here. So here you will be able to see the project, all the stuff. This is your project. Okay, so blank project. Here this is the main folder. This is the main files are there. Okay, so main file. So here this is your a template folder where you write the HTML forms. Right. Now first what I am going to do is I am going to create the controller. So go file, package. So and same thing. You have to write com example dot search this one dot controller. Finish it. This controller. After this, select this one. Here same thing, I just copy and paste it. Here I am going to change the name as domain This one should be domain. After that, again I am going to create controller domain repository. This one should be the repository. Your service, okay, your search service. After that, what I am going to say, I am going to create the repository one. Select this one, new package repository. Right. Click, hit finish. Right. All the package has been created successfully here. Okay. This following package has created successfully with the name. Now I am going to create the first. I am going to create the HTML here. This one, right? So first theme templates. So we go to the templates. Select here, new. Here you have to project. So sorry, here to add this. Here HTML. Otherwise, if you can search here HTML, it will be coming like this. You have to select the file. Next, here I am going to choose, give the name as index file. Say index file. Click finish. Right. Now your index file has been created successfully. Now what I am going to do is here, I am going to design this form. Right. So I already made the design. So I just the same design I just copy and paste it. It's very simple. So if I do it from the beginning, it take too much of time to complete the project. So here will it be do the same design. I'll put it. Don't worry, all the source code I provide in the website, you will be able to download and use it to your project, right? So back to my project. This is a project. I will paste it. Right. I will be explain it. This simple form design using here. This is the inside the body. We have written the div align. You have to write the heading, right? So search employee. After that break. So here we have to create the div class, right? Div. This is a simple form, right? So you have to inside the div we have create the form, right? Form we have a action. Here we have the search criteria. So you have to write the employee object here method post, right? So inside here the div tag we have to create this simple form, right? This is the we have only one field. Just search. If I allow to enter the employee ID, we have one button. This is the employee ID enter text field, right? So we have a ID, right? This is the placeholder, right? Okay. So employee ID. So we have the ID. Okay. So here we have one button. If I click this button, if I enter the employee ID, if I click the search button, the matching data will be search and pass into your below field, employee name field. This is the stuff I have done. Okay. So this is a simple form I have created, very simple form, right? So after that, what I did here is I am going to create the controller, right? So first, when the form is submitted, when the form is created, it will be passing to the controller. Which controller? So here, right click, you have to create a controller. So you have to create a class employee. So employee controller. Employee controller. Employee controller. Right. Employee controller. Right. So domain is called as you have to create as employee. Right. So here first controller will be PC. So how to do the task within controller. So here what I did here is search controller. We have to copy this one simply. First you have to write the annotation. Here we have to write the annotation here. Okay. The annotation is the tag which will be telling this class should be the constructor. This is controller, right? This annotation in Spring Boot. All the things we have to write as an annotation, which is very suitable for understand the person, right? This if the person open this form, what is the form of this one? Controller. Okay, that easily understand this one will be the controller, right? So here what I did here is we have to copy this lines, right? So I paste it over here. I will explain it. So first auto wire, it will be linked as a using link as a employee service, right? Employee service I will be creating in few seconds. Don't worry about that. After that we have to create the get mapping. What is the meaning of get mapping? This is very important stuff. But get mapping means when the index.html page is loaded, it's getting the mapping. If you are write like this, it is the default page is taken as index.html, right? If you write like this, so it will be load all the modules. Okay, it is returning to the index page. Okay, so this employee class I will be creating. I am going to create now. So let's go to the employee class. Here I am going to create these two things. First entity, we have to open this employee class. I already here annotation here. Domain also we have to write entity. Entity, that is a annotation. So we easily, this one should be the employee class, right? We have to understand this is the employee class. Now here what I am going to do is here we have to go to here. We have two variables. We have 4 variables we have created, so we have to get it this one. Okay, so we have you can see here there will be the ID, employee name, mobile and salary. So we have 4 columns. So what I am going to do is here what I am going to do is here, right? So back to here, right? So you have to paste it, right? So these are the variable I have created. Okay, this ID should be auto increment, so we have to write generate type identity. So private long ID. This after that private string name. E-name mean what is the name I given here, the same name, e-name, mobile and salary. The same name here, this name should be matched with this property name. Then only the data will be understand, right? What is the column you are loading, right? Entity. Okay. Now here, after that I am going to set the get and set method for generate this one. So right click, generate here refactor, sorry, source, you have to write get and set method. So you select all, generate. After that we have to write the constructors of the class constructor. So right click, here source, constructor, we have to generate. So we have to generate all the same. Okay. After that we have to write the blank constructor too. So Control C to copy, Control V to paste it. This one we have to remove it. So we have a blank customer. This should be indicated as a blank customer. This is called as a parameterized constructor. So now what I am going to do is here. After that we have to click here. I am going to import as a generate the string. Select all, generate. It will be generated. Okay, this is simple stuff we have to do. Spring Boot, they are created as a easy purpose, right? This is the class we have to create like this, okay, this format, right? After that, we have a domain is created successfully. After that, we have to go to the service, right? First, we have to create the controller, domain, after that service. Finally, it interact with the repository. So here first, after the service, so we have to new class employee service. Right, employee service, right. Employee service, this also what I did here is the same thing, employee service. So we have to do the same service, we have to put the annotation, this annotation, we have to write like this, annotation here, right. Okay, after that what I did here is, so here we have to write the same thing, Control C to copy, Control V to paste here, right. What will be the wrong, so here, right. So here this, yes, this one, right. We have to copy this one, so we have to paste it over here. Search, right. Repository I haven't created yet, that's why it shows this one employee, this one coming as what's the name of this domain class, you have to write here, giving here. So you have to implement the import employee, so the error go away. So this is coming from the repository. Okay, repository class you have to get the same name. So the same name I have just employee repository. So let's select the repository package, right click, new. Here repository, when you are creating the repository, not class, that one is an interface. Instead of class, it is an interface. So it has interface like this. That's the thing we have to write. Okay. After that, what I am going to do is here repository. You have to copy this one. Write like this. So here this one should be the class. Our class. You have to change as an employee. Why was the wrong? So class employee class. This one should be the employee class. So select this one. Import employee. Right. This is the class. Okay. This is interact with the database. This is simple structure we have created the record. Right now here. Now here go to the controller. This is employee service. So employee service. Here's the service. Employee service. So we have to save all. Right. This is employee. Your class we have to. This we have to remove the package. I just copy and paste it. That's why it's a problem. Import the employee service. Okay. After that, employee. Import the employee. Right. Errors go away. Right. So first I run the application. After that I will be show how the record works. So employee service. What I did over here. The employee repository. So here we have to import the repository, right? Okay, there I go away, right? Save all, right? Now after that, we have to set the port which I running how to connect with the database. All the stuff we have managed by the application.property here. So application.property I have done here. This same thing. I just copy and paste over here, right? Here we are here where we can connect the database in Spring Boot. Okay, there is a simple file employee application.properties where we establish the connection with the database, right? What's the database name? We have to given here G company. This is a database which is a database, right? Okay. So this is the database name. So here after that we have a port, the port which we connect with the browser. So you can give any port. If I change the port as 8020, right? This is a user credential of MySQL. Username is root, password is blank, right? This is simple stuff we have to leave. So this no need this one, right? This is simple stuff we have to do. Okay. So now let's see how to work. Okay. So how to work with this one? How to run the file? Go to the main. This is the main path file. Okay. Spring Boot main file, right click, run Java application. So you can see the Spring Boot running on the console like this. This is the Spring Boot running. Okay, this is how Spring Boot works. If there is any error, it will be displayed. If there is no error, so here, okay, it's still running. So the port should be 8. This is the port where your Tomcat server is running on. So there is no error indicate this one. Now you just go to the browser. Now whether the output is correct or not, you can check it here. Go here, you just type 80, press enter key. Here this one. Now the thing is, now the problem is working, but the bootstrap style is not working here. So first we have to check whether the data is working or not. One, search, John is display. Yeah, one, so John is display. Second, if it is enter the second, employee ID 2, Kishan, employee ID 3, Peter. It displays successfully. Only the problem, bootstrap is not working. So let's go to the form, HTML form. So we have to put the bootstrap. The bootstrap is I am not added. Okay. So you have to go to the relevant website and you have to put it the plugin. So I have already put it here. So I just put it here, this one, the bootstrap. So it search where the search. Okay, this is search employee. Okay. This where's the right here. I have already done the bootstrap part. Okay. Copy. I just paste it over here. Right. So you have to paste it over here. Inside the add tag, we have to paste it here. The bootstrap. Paste it. Now here go to the debug. Right click. Terminate and relaunch. You have to see here that Tomcat is working successfully. Now go here, refresh it. Now here you will be able to see the Bootstrap. Okay, now you have to do, it will be working fine. It's working fine. Okay, very simple. So I will be explaining the stuff. Okay, very simple. Search criteria. So when this is the index page. Okay, when you are writing the index page, you are calling to the controller. This controller, the method get mapping, this get mapping. So you have to get list of employee service. It will be load that page. We return into the home page. So you have to write return index after. Okay, after the page is loaded, what I am going to do is here you have to enter the relevant employee ID. We have one field employee ID. We have one search button. Enter the relevant employee ID. Search. If you have clicked the search button, it goes to the controller search controller. So you have to get the IDs. So here you have to load the employee data, employee search data. So you have to here you have to get the data loaded, employee data loaded. Get the employee data. Here it goes to the employee form. Get data. Get data means here this employee means so get data. Get the data. Get ID. Okay, you get the data. So it will be loaded and it will be passing to the index dot this same page. Okay, loaded and giving to the same page. Here there is the service. Service will be one get method. What is the meaning of the get method? This is the method where it will be finding the ID. What is the ID? What is the ID you enter on the particular text box? It's coming here. It will be finding the ID and matching the record should be passing to here. Service will be passing to the controller. Controller will be the data will be loaded and it will be returning to the index.page. Okay. So how to the service will be passing to the repository. Okay, the repository will be communicate with the database, get the record to the service will be give the controller, it will be passing to the our index.html page. This is how the model controller work, right? Very simple. Don't worry about this source code I provide you. If you like my channel, please subscribe me, like me. Thank you for watching.